Let's start with our first news. Ciryl Gane defeated Alex Pereira via TKO in the second round and became interim heavyweight champion again. After the fight, he called out Tom Aspinall for a title unification bout in Paris this September. Pereira is now unsure about his future and will discuss it with his team before deciding. Jon Jones posted on Instagram congratulating Gane and praising his performance. Josh Hokit still wants to fight Alex Pereira despite the loss. Aaron Bronstater said the result likely sets up a rematch between Aspinall and Gane for the unification fight, with Hokit preferring Pereira next. Francis Ngannou congratulated Gane for a strong performance. Derek Brunson reacted saying Gane is looking great right now. Brian Ortega commented on the fight, saying Gane had round one control and expected another finish. Gilbert Burns reacted with emotional emojis. Gene Silva praised both fighters and their efforts. Ariel Helwani questioned whether some shots were illegal to the back of the head. Feldman also suggested similar concerns about elbows. MMA Guru criticized Gane, calling the finish controversial and harshly condemned the action. Gane responded, saying he will review everything with his team before making decisions about his next move. He added they are targeting a return in Paris this September for a major showdown. Let's move to the next update, where fighters and fans continue reacting to the controversial finish. Many in the MMA community argued that the sequence looked dirty, while others defended Gane. Some analysts believe the stoppage was still valid despite the debate. The conversation quickly spread across social media platforms, with heavy reactions from fans worldwide, debating fairness and sportsmanship in the heavyweight division, as anticipation builds for the potential unification bout in Paris, which could reshape the division entirely and set up huge stakes. Move on to another news. Justin Gaethje defeated Ilia via TKO due to corner stoppage after the fourth round and became the undisputed UFC lightweight champion. Ilia was transported to the hospital immediately after the fight. Arman said Ilia no mas with a facepalm emoji, reacting to the shocking finish. Alexander Volkanovski wrote that it was an insane ending to a crazy night and praised the event. Tim Welch reacted simply, saying, "Holy Gaethje." Hanato Moano called it the greatest card of all time. James Vick praised Justin Gaethje's performance. Henry Cejudo said it was a great fight and that Gaethje took Ilia to a place he was not familiar with. Francis Ngannou congratulated Gaethje and said never count Justin out. Rafael dos Anjos praised Ilia's corner for the stoppage and called Gaethje a beast. Gene Silva said this is MMA and Justin is insanely tough. Jamal Hill reacted saying USA in this. Bilal Muhammad congratulated Justin Gaethje and said he made everyone eat their words. Max Holloway said the highlight was unbelievable. Kevin Holland called it extremely entertaining. Ariel Helwani said the unlikely career of Justin Gaethje has reached its most unexpected peak, and he deserves his flowers. The celebration ended with America on top in a dramatic conclusion. I told myself I was going to lose so I could go to my most primal place. That guy had me in trouble. He rocked me, hurt me to the body, but I stayed in it. I have thick skin and I survived. Something is wrong with my face. It needs to be studied, he added, after surviving one of the toughest fights of his career. This victory marks a defining moment in the lightweight division and sparks debate over future matchups and possible rematches across the top contenders. Fans and analysts continue to split over the stoppage, with some praising the corner decision, while others argue the fight could have continued longer in the championship rounds. Regardless, Justin Gaethje leaves the Octagon as champion after a grueling battle that showcased resilience, toughness, and elite-level striking under pressure. His performance will be remembered as one of the most intense championship fights in recent UFC history, leaving fans and fighters debating the legacy of this matchup across social media and within the MMA community worldwide, cementing his place among the elite of the division and setting up massive future title fights ahead. Move on to another news. Sean O'Malley defeated Aiman Zahabi via TKO in the second round. As Zahabi fell to the canvas, O'Malley saluted the crowd after the fight. Scene called for our match with Petriana feel like $1 million. Shopfully got a performance bonus. I think I should after this fight. Jamal Hill said crazy seeing all of the seatleets at the fight and not one UFC fighter that's not fighting. Is there all I want to say is they don't really care about us. Brian Ortega reacted saying congrats on the wins. Scene Henry Cejudo says Scene was very effective with his striking from range despite Zahabi landing some missile leg kicks. Corey Anderson says it thinks Sugar's walk-off salute might be colder than Alex's co-celebration of. Hill, what do y'all think Terrence McKinney thought the stoppage was quick saying why they stop it, man, get the out of here. "Ref messed up that fight, bruh. That fight just got good, bro, Pereira. And it should have been him here tonight. I don't know why he didn't show up, but that's what I want next. Whether they Doro ban Pereira, want Peter next." The performance has sparked huge debate among fans and analysts about whether the stoppage was justified or slightly early. Some praised O'Malley's timing, speed, and precision, while others felt Zahabi was still in the fight and could have continued longer under pressure inside the octagon. O'Malley celebrated with confidence, acknowledging the tough exchanges she faced during the bout and promising bigger performances. Ahead, the crowd reaction added to the energy of the momentum as fans erupted after the second round finish. Many believe this victory strengthens his position in the division and sets up potential high-profile matchups moving forward, especially with talk of a possible rematch. With Petri and gaining momentum across social media platforms, fighters continued reacting throughout the night, highlighting both the excitement and controversy surrounding the stoppage, while praising O'Malley's overall performance in a high-stakes matchup that delivered entertainment from start to finish. O'Malley stated he felt sharp, calm, and in control throughout the fight, and believes this win proves his evolution as a striker at the highest level in the UFC, and he remains focused on becoming champion again, while preparing for his next challenge in the division, delivering one of the most talked-about performances. Move on to another news. Diego Lopes defeated Steve Garcia via knockout in the second round to kick off the main card. Garcia had success early, and many believed he was winning the first round, but Lopes came back strong and secured a brutal finish. Ariel Helwani reacted saying, "What a comeback. What a finish by Diego Lopes." Terrence McKenna said, "Damn, what a comeback," noting that Steve was looking sharp early. Henry Cejudo also praised the comeback, saying, "What a performance." Aaron Bronstetter said Diego Lopes turned the fight into a war and let the cards fall where they may, coming out with a knockout win over Garcia. After the fight, Lopes said he felt amazing and described the moment as unbelievable, saying he did not have many words to explain what he just experienced. He said it felt like the best moment of his career and expressed gratitude for being part of such a big event. He added that this felt like the most important card for him and that everything came together at the right time. Lopes then spoke about his future, saying he is considering a move to 155, but also knows he may need to stay at 145 depending on opportunities. He admitted he would need more discipline in his diet if he remains at featherweight, but also said he loves food and enjoys the idea of moving up in weight. He stated he is healthy with no injuries and hopes to get booked for another fight soon. He emphasized that he wants to prove himself against top fighters in his division and continue building momentum. The main card also featured Bo Nickal defeating Kyle Dawkins via TKO in the first round in a dominant performance that added to the excitement of the night. Fans and analysts reacted strongly to Lopes' comeback, praising his resilience and ability to adapt under pressure after a difficult opening round. Many highlighted how he stayed composed, absorbed early pressure, and then completely shifted the momentum with his finishing sequence. The victory is expected to boost his standing in the division and open doors for higher-ranked opponents as he continues his rise in the UFC, delivering one of the most memorable comeback performances of the event and setting the tone for the rest of the fight card with explosive action and dramatic momentum shifts throughout the night. Move on to another news. Bo Nickal defeated Kyle Dawkins via TKO in the first round in a dominant performance. After the finish, he celebrated and said, "What do you guys say, baby?" Bilal Muhammad reacted saying, "Kabi is crying right now seeing Bo like that at the White House." Henry Cejudo praised the performance, saying, "What a job by Bo." Ariel Helwani noted that Bo Nickal secured a first-round KO almost exactly a year after his first and only loss, saying that setback now feels fully behind him. Fans in the arena erupted after the finish, with chants and loud reactions as the stoppage was confirmed. Bo Nickal spoke after the fight about the experience, saying the atmosphere was insane, with over 85,000 people in attendance. He said he had never performed in front of such a massive crowd, and described it as unbelievable, with constant support and energy from the fans. He also mentioned throwing shirts and candy to the crowd, saying they loved it and the moment felt special. Nickal said MMA fans are incredible and that he believes this is the best sport in the world. He explained that his wrestling base has been developing since childhood and he does not believe anyone can match him in that area. However, he admitted his other skills are still evolving and improving rapidly. He said his goal is to become the best fighter in the world and continue growing in all areas of his game. He also praised his training partners, including high-level athletes from different countries, saying they all push each other to improve every day. He described his team as a family and said it is one of the best training environments in the world. Nickal said he does not care who he fights next and is focused on climbing straight to the top and fighting for the belt. He reflected on his setback from over a year ago, saying it only made him more motivated and more dangerous. He stated he will keep grinding, keep improving, and continue working until he achieves his ultimate goal of becoming champion, delivering a statement performance that reaffirmed his rise in the division and his confidence moving forward in the UFC. Move on to another news. Mauricio Ruffy defeated Michael Chandler via TKO in the first round. Chandler has now won just 2 of his 8 UFC fights, with his victories coming against Dan Hooker and Tony Ferguson. Following the loss, many fans and fighters suggested that Chandler may need to consider retirement from the sport. Chael Sonnen reacted saying, "Great career. Let's wrap it up." Terrence McKinney believed Chandler may have hurt his foot, but still praised Ruffy's flawless finish. Henry Cejudo said Ruffy looked amazing with great striking and even better timing. Aaron Bronsteter said the fight looked as lopsided as the odds suggested. Ariel Helwani described it as systematic, clean, all Ruffy. Gene Silva reacted calling him the wizard. MMA Guru said Mauricio Ruffy moved like a prime featherweight Conor McGregor on the White House lawn and said this was exactly what the card needed, calling him the perfect addition alongside Diego Lopes for this type of event. After the fight, Mauricio Ruffy delivered an emotional moment as he proposed to his girlfriend inside the venue. He said they did not have conditions before, but asked what better place to propose than right there at the White House. He said, "Nane, I love you. Will you marry me?" She responded with a thumbs up, confirming the proposal and sparking celebration from fans and staff. Commentators congratulated him on both the performance and the personal moment, calling it an unforgettable night. The victory and proposal together created one of the most talked about moments of the event, blending sport and emotion in a rare scene inside the arena. Alexander Volkanovski was in Ruffy's corner and was seen reacting live to the finish, praising the performance and energy. Analysts highlighted Ruffy's precision, control, and composure throughout the fight, noting how quickly he dismantled a veteran opponent like Chandler. Many believe this win could mark a major turning point in Ruffy's career, positioning him as a rising threat in the division, while also boosting his popularity after such a dramatic and emotional night that combined a first-round knockout with a life-changing personal milestone in front of a massive audience. Move on to another news. Josh Hokit defeated Derek Lewis via TKO in the second round, improving his record to 10-0 and staying undefeated. The win also moved him to 4-0 inside the UFC. After the fight, he called out Alex Pereira and made a bold statement saying he wants a shama on your mama. He repeated his challenge directly, targeting Alex Pereira with strong confidence after the finish. Bilal Muhammad reacted, saying his matchup with Tom Aspinall would be good. Chasen commented, saying Bad Guy Inc. MMA Guru gave a detailed reaction, praising Josh Hokit's dominant performance against Derek Lewis at the UFC White House, saying he controlled the grappling in round 1 and then finished the job in round 2 for a TKO win. Henry Cejudo praised the performance and said Hokit could be next in line for a title shot. Terrence McKinney said Hokit is simply too fast and warned that any less athletic heavyweight will get overwhelmed by him. Hokit later spoke after the fight, saying it will take time to fully process the moment, admitting it feels like just another fight for now, but expects it will hit him later. He said he has not fully rested yet due to interviews and media obligations, but will reflect on the win later at night. He added that he is still not satisfied because he is not the champion yet. He also explained his mindset during the fight, saying he knew not to get into a dogfight with a dangerous puncher like Lewis because it only takes one shot. He said he stayed smart and controlled the fight carefully. During the discussion, attention shifted briefly to Ciryl versus Alex Pereira, with reactions to highlights and controversy over strikes, including debate about back-of-the-head shots and eye pokes. Analysts discussed potential future matchups, including Ciryl facing Tom Aspinall or Josh Hokit, possibly fighting Pereira, depending on how the division develops. Hokit said he would prefer whoever holds the belt and is focused only on becoming champion. He added that Pereira moving to heavyweight may have affected his speed and comfort, suggesting that added weight could have slowed him down. He credited Ciryl athleticism for the win and speculated about future title scenarios involving Aspinall, Ciryl, and Pereira shaping the division. He closed by emphasizing he is ready for any challenge at the top level and wants the biggest fights available as he continues his rise in the heavyweight division.